How did Hulk Hogan feel about you doing the gimmick while you were in WCW at the same time as him? So obviously,
No, I wasn't. It
oh
was
no,
funny because, of course, he was up in WWE or WWF, what you want to call it, and I was in WCW. Well, when he came down to WCW, this is when I had pretty much gotten out. I had a little wrestling show on a radio station. When Hogan came down to WCW, they did a big, like a ticker tape parade at Disney, and so I went as a reporter, as a representative of the radio station. People thought I was there as a plant and whatever. No, I wasn't. I was just another guy working the 9 to 5 that got to go see him in there. So um, I was like maybe a couple of people back from the front of the stage he was on. And he looked, I don't know if he looked at me or not, but he looked down and looked at me again, just kind of a little nod like that. And that was it. Now, I don't know if that was an acknowledgement that he saw me or knew who I was. Because at this time, again, I had the blonde mustache. I still had the blonde hair. So anyways, by the time he came to WCW, I was pretty much out of it and was just doing some independent stuff. Did a couple of house shows, WWE stuff, and WCW when it came down, but he wasn't around then. And then he left, and then I started doing TV again. So it was me, and then him, and then I came back, and he left. So we were going this way the whole way. How does he feel about my gimmick? I didn't really know until less than a year ago, doing a convention, and I was in where was I? I think I was in Rome, Georgia. And Jimmy Hart was there. Or no, I'm sorry. I was at the big event in Albany, New York. And I was right across the aisle from Jimmy Hart, who in real life is one of Hogan's best friends, business partners outside of wrestling and stuff too. And again, I'm just a big fan. I'm just in awe. God, Jimmy Hart, Jimmy Hart. So then I start thinking, well, God, here I am now doing the Hogan gimmick type thing. What's he gonna say? So I drew a set and I walked across the aisle and say, Jimmy, could I have a picture with you, please? And Jimmy Hart is like a hamster on crack. I mean, yeah, sure, baby, sure. Come on, over here, baby. Yeah. So he's going a million miles a minute. So again, got a little picture with him, thanked him, for the opportunity in that. And I said, I appreciate it because I felt a little uneasy because I really wasn't sure with the Hogan thing, and I know you're close to him there. He laughed. He said, listen, brother. He said, not that you're the topic of conversation. He said, but we have seen you, we know of you, talked about you before, and I think it's great. He said, we have no problem. He said, because I've never gotten in any controversial. I never did nothing bad. I didn't get arrested for stuff. I didn't do drug thing. I just kept my nose clean. When he turned heel NWO, and I was doing it, independent stuff, then I went, not NWO, but I call it HWO. Same outfit, Hogan's World Order. So I turned heel. When he came back to the red and yellow, then I came back the same way. So that was the whole story. So Jimmy said, he said, you've never done anything to tarnish the name or take advantage of anything. He said, I appreciate you. He said, we had no problem with it. He said, I love the look. I love the gimmick. He says, you go for it, brother. I says, okay. And that was it. So that was my okay to continue doing what I'm doing 25 years after I was in the ring. If I knew that, I had done it earlier. But that's the whole story of the Hogan thing. Do you know Hogan? No. Do you know, to this day, I have never met Hogan.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.